Hello everyone, this is Bluey, and I will be doing the craft video today. Just kidding, it's me, Miss Liz, but I'm dressed up as Bluey because I'm recording this on Halloween. So, I've got my costume on. Today we're going to be making some owls, some very cute owls with some leaves. All right, so what you're going to need from your kit, brown paper, yellow paper, googly eyes. From home, you'll need glue, scissors, leaves that you can collect from the outside. There's a whole bunch on the ground right now, so collect a bunch, and then something to draw with. All right, so let's get started. The first thing, you can go collect your leaves. You want dry leaves that are already off the trees. And get nice varieties, some different colors, about 5 to 8. Okay? So the next thing we're going to do is take our brown paper and make it into an owl shape. So I'll show you the shape we made here. You can round out the bottom of the paper. So we're going to round out the bottom of the paper, just make it kind of round. And then on the top, you go in a little bit and make a half circle or half oval. So that it's got, yeah, maybe I'll fix that a little bit. And you can just draw an owl shape too. You don't have to do it this way. Okay, so there we go. There's our owl. And then you're going to paste on your leaves with some glue. Okay, so you want to put the biggest leaves in the middle, and then I'll show you an example in the middle, and then you put the others on top. Okay, so we'll start about midway down. Oh, my glue is having some issues. My glue is too gluey today. Oh, goodness. Well, that worked. Okay, so take your big leaves and put them down here. I'm using fake leaves. Real leaves will glue down a lot better than this. But here they are. Okay, and then if you want to put the leaves on top, you can actually put the glue on top to get some nice press it down. Oof. I should be using different glue for this, but it's okay. I just want to show you. Okay, so we've got our leaves all down, and then you're going to take your yellow paper here, fold it in half, and then cut out a triangle for the beak. And you want to cut it so so that you can see this one is, we folded it. Okay, and then you can glue that down. Okay. The next thing you're gonna stick your googly eyes on. They're actually stickers, the googly eyes, the big ones. So you can peel it off and just press it down. If it's too hard to peel it, just use glue. Okay, there we go. All right, and then you can draw on any details you want, which we have here. So any details, just draw those on. And then you're all set. You've got your owl, just like this. Okay, I'm gonna read a book next. The book is called Goodnight Owl. I really like this book because I think the owl is really cute. So, Owl was settling into bed when he heard a noise. It was a tiny sound, no louder than a whisper, a funny noise he hadn't heard before. Anyone see this little guy? Keep that in mind. Someone must be at the door, said Owl. Just a minute. But no one was there. Probably the wind, said Owl. And he lay down in bed and said to himself, "Good night, Owl." Squeak! Then he heard the noise again. "It's coming from the cupboard," said Owl. So he went to take a look. He emptied every shelf, but there was no noise to be found. So Owl went back to bed. "Good night, Owl," he said. And then he heard the noise. Squeak! "It must be under the floor," said Owl. And he pulled up the floorboards one by one. But he didn't find the noise. So Owl went back to bed. Squeak! "This house has a noisy roof," yelled Owl. And he took down the roof. "There," said Owl, "no more noise." Owl got back into bed, the stars and the moon shining down where his roof used to be. "Good night, Owl," he said. But Owl didn't close his eyes. He didn't dare. He knew that any second he would hear the noise. He waited and waited and waited and waited. Squeak. "It's in the walls," Owl screeched. "I'll get you, noise," Owl said as he tore down the walls of his house. But he found nothing. The cupboard was empty, the floorboards were pulled up, the roof was pulled down, and the walls were gone. Owl went back to bed and he said, "Good night, Owl." And then he saw the noise. Squeak. Owl smiled. He said, "Good night, Mouse." And they went to sleep. All right, thank you so much for sharing the story with me and making a craft. I'll see you next time. Bye.